Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight is a very special training to me. I feel like I talk about systems 24/7, yes? So tonight, I'm going to actually teach you how to make the main system. We're going to learn how to create your travel agent command center. And this is the systems that keep your business running even when you're busy. So if you are live here, you already know what to do. Go ahead and comment hello in the chat so that I know that you are here with me. And of course, if you happen to be catching this on a replay, go ahead and comment replay in the chat box for me as well, so that I know that you stopped by. All right, now, before I get started, guys, I do want to go ahead and let you know that next week is February, yeah? We're already in the month of February in 2026. So on next Tuesday, I'm going to be doing my first training for February, and it is going to be content that attracts bookers. So make sure you guys join me live then so you can find out about all the cool different types of content that you can make to bring in more bookings. Yes? All right, so let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? Let me go ahead and go over here. We're going to talk about creating your travel agent command center. Now, before I start this, hold on. I know I had a cough. Before I start this, I want to let you guys know, okay? I do have a gift for you, okay? At the end of this, I do have a gift for you, but I don't want to give it to you until you understand what to do with it. Because if I just give it to you, you're going to just go off and it's not going to get used. So follow the training all the way through, and then at the end, let me give you the gift so you know exactly what to do with the command center, okay? So first part of the command center is if your business only works when you're actively thinking, then you have chaos. Can we all agree? I felt like the first year and a half before I initially made my real system, the command center that I have now, I feel like this is what I did. But I had to actively think all the time. And it was very overwhelming. Can we all agree that when we are first become travel agents, especially, that we're all kind of there, right? Now, back in the day, we didn't have systems like this. And if they did have a system, they never really shared it. So as soon as I really sat down and implemented the system and I saw the changes that just kind of inspired and just kind of took over my business, then I was like, oh my God, I have to tell somebody about this, right? So that is where I came up with the command center. Okay. The command center is like a home base. It's a place to check daily so you can keep up with what you want to do in your business. And honestly, it's a system that runs really everything, to be honest. And it literally has everything inside of it. So we're going to go through each part of what's inside of it so you know exactly what's the purpose of having a command center, and basically also knowing the purpose of what to do inside of it. All right. My golden rule is for this is that if it doesn't live inside of your command center, it doesn't exist. Okay. It has to live with inside the command center in order for it to actually function. Okay. So the first part of the command center is going to be the home or the dashboard. The home and the dashboard of this is going to be your daily starting point. You have to have a home base to always connect to. Okay. Inside that home base, it has several different things listed inside of it. And I have it over here for an example. It looks like this. All right. It has quick links. It has today's focus. It has current leads to follow up with. How many times have we lost those? Bookings that are in progress, content to focus on this week, and some notes if you need to. Okay. This is the most important part that I have for mine. Now, of course, mine's filled out, but I can't share mine. Mine has client stuff, it has my stuff, it has content stuff, it has everything, right? So I'm not going to share mine, and you can actually go in here and lock this thing so nobody else can see it. But what I'm trying to get to is that 90% of my business is ran like this, and this is the best way that I can actually keep it organized and updated. Now, one of my favorite reasons I like to do it this way, especially on Google Sheets, is because you can link so many things back to Google Sheets. Like if you have what is it, system.io, you can Excel it to Google Sheets to bring all your leads in. If you have Jotform, you can send the leads from Jotform to your Excel sheet. Like there's a lot of things that kind of connect together that make it easier for you. And I'm going to explain them, most of them, but I highly recommend doing it this way because it's free and also it's just easier to control. Okay. However you want to do it though, we'll talk about that later. So for the first page though, you have to have your home base and your dashboard. And of course you can put whatever you want on it, but this should be where you start your day. Every day that I'm ending my work, before I end my work, I go and fill that part out. And I always try to write the top 3 things that I need to do for the next day, because if I don't, I will be sporadic. And I have ADHD very badly. So if I don't have exactly, this is the most important thing, then I get frizzled. Now, another reason I like to do it on Google Sheets is because I have it on my phone. So as soon as I have an idea of something that I want to do, I write it down so that way I can prioritize it on my list. If I finish everything early, perfect, then I have other things to focus on. But I always have to have a place to put all of my thoughts. Yes, that lies within your home/dashboard. Okay. Next one, leads and inquiries, because this is probably one of the most important parts of our business. Yes, we need to track every single inquiry, even if it comes down to they're just putting in there, they might book, we're not sure if they're going to book, doesn't matter. We have to identify them, whether they're new, they're warm, or they're booked. And this way we can prevent lost opportunities, right? Inside there, what I'm basically trying to get to is that leads don't fall through the cracks when they're tracked. I lost a lot of leads in my first couple of years because I never had a system to kind of keep up with what I'm doing with them. And I also had this idea that once I did an inquiry for them and I didn't hear from them, that's it. Bye. Have a good day. No, that was the worst thing that I did, because that didn't mean they didn't want to book with me. They were just busy or something, right? This prevents lost opportunities by keeping up with it. Now I'm going to show it to you in my little command center here. Leads and inquiries. It looks like this. Dates, client names, destination, how they found me, the status of them, last time I talked to them, next follow-up date, and notes. And I know it seems like a lot to update, but I actually have mine set up to automatically kind of come in from Jotform. And you can easily do that inside Jotform. All you have to do is basically set it up to where it expels when they come in. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll log in my Jotform. Okay. Look, I've had so many inquiries lately that I'm at a point now where it's starting to it's not even the inquiries, because I had to get rid of all my inquiries, okay? Like they were all in here and I had to get rid of them because I reached the inquiry form limit. Jotform has a lot of limitations. It also has a view form limit that I didn't know, and I'm almost at 1,000. So once I hit 1,000, I'm at like 950 or something like that. Once I hit 1,000 for the month, I have to pay for Jotform. It's another story, okay? Another time. Let me show you what I do with the inquiry form, because what? And when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, what do I have to do now? Right? Okay. So let me come in here and let me edit this form. This is just my basic inquiry form that I do. But if you go to settings, I believe, and you do to conditional logic, hold on, I gotta find it. Integrations. There we go. Google Sheets is the integration, and it will literally populate into your Google Sheets. Yes, it's in settings, under your inquiry form, integrations in Google Sheets, and you can set it up. Pretty cool, huh? And that's why I like using it. Now they have other things that you guys, if you have another command center like CRM, you can use that too. But make sure you guys know this, because it saves you a lot of time. Then I could just go in there and fill out the other parts of it that I want to put in. Okay? So that is how I do that with my leads and inquiries. And it really helps kind of automate it, so I don't have to keep up with, oh yeah, I talked to this person, when did I last talk to them? I write it down. If I call them or text them, I make a note inside that command center so I know the last time I talked to them. Okay? Number 3. All right, clients and bookings. So once they start converting into actual clientele past the inquiries, we're going to move them over to the next side. And that's where the bookings lie with the details, payment schedules, the live travel status, all of that. Now, you don't have to put anything too personal in here, okay? I sometimes will put like the booking numbers if they're hard to find. That just drives me crazy. But I don't put specific information into this, okay? I would never suggest doing that. But putting a schedule of when they owe their payment, how much commission you're going to make, the details of the trip, perfectly fine, right? Organization creates better client experience. Now, if you take this system that I'm showing you in this part and you attach it to my onboarding system when I get a new client with the follow-up system, you have a complete part, right? You're able to track them from when they first start, when they're booked, and then the follow-up. That's the whole idea here, okay? So let me show you that one inside here. Looks like this: client name, the destination, the dates, the supplier, room type, category, deposit paid, final payment due, booking status. Sometimes in the notes I put the ID thing if I can't keep finding it because it drives me crazy. But like when we're booking like Royal Caribbean, I could just search their name so I don't write it down, okay? But another part in here that you could probably add, and I would maybe add, is commission. And then commission paid, because that's what I have in mind. Paid. And I like to know that because then I can just mark off the trip once the commission's paid. I'll just highlight the whole trip yellow. Yeah? All right. Next one. Number 4. What do we have here? Follow-ups. Yep. This is another part of that system. This is that follow-up system that I teach you guys. This is where it falls into, okay? Warm leads, past inquiries, and past clients. Follow-up is a system, not a feeling. You guys already know I talk about follow-ups all the time. If you don't have a follow-up system, watch it. It's called my Welcome Home system on my YouTube channel. Welcome Home system. I have the same thing for when they first, like once you book them, I have an onboarding client system that I use, and I give you the exact thing just like this. But then I also have the follow-up version to it too, okay? This is the follow-up version. Client name, when they originally inquired, the type of trip, the last contact, the follow-up date, how I talked to them, the outcome, and the notes. I still take all of these, and I'm going to put in a little tab. Oh, no, you know what? We're going to put in here email. I don't care where you put it at, but put in the email in there because definitely when you're doing this, you want to have their emails. And I think that this is a great way to kind of keep them warm. You can put them in your newsletters. You can do whatever you want with them, okay? Don't leave them out just because they didn't book with you. You want to keep going with this. You don't want it to be where it's just you booked one time. You get more clientele from repetitive business than you do from when you're constantly looking for new leads, okay? So follow up with them. Next one is inside here is the content and marketing system. This content idea is basically where you just put everything, okay? This is where you can put what really worked, your posting plans and your call to action tracking. Marketing works better when it's planned in once. So every once a month, I sit down and I put together my entire content and marketing. I do so in here. Boom. Platform that I want to talk about, the content ideas that I'm going to cover, what type of audience that I'm going to pull in, my emotion, call to action, status, posted date, etc. Okay. The reason I do this is because a lot of my posts go viral when I'm posting them, and I need to keep up with what I used because I forget. And so then when I come back to it, I'm like, what worked? I can go, okay, this is the audience I was talking to. Maybe that's why it worked. This is the emotion that I used. That could be why it worked. Here's the call to action, right? This is where I keep up with it here. Okay. Next one. Number 6, training and resources. How many of you guys feel like you're overwhelmed with training and resources? Yeah? Okay, I've given you a lot of packets in your days. Put it in your command center. Just copy and paste it in there. Yeah? That's what I do with them. Anytime I get one of those, like sometimes people come out with amazing perks and guides, whatever. Whenever I get one of those, I put it in there. If I get really good resources for training materials, I put it in there. Like it's meant to be literally your digital command center is supposed to be like the catch-all for everything so you can organize all of your thoughts, okay? So if there's a certain training link that you want to watch or go open, fine, put it there. Replays, put it there. Tools and login pages, if there's a password you constantly forget or if you need to figure out what your username is, I have this problem too, okay? Perfect. Educational notes, perfect, okay? You don't have to search for information. You just store it so that way you don't lose it. And it's the same thing on the system. Okay. It's very easy. Training your resources, category, resource name, link, date added, da, da, da. Okay. But the reason it shows importance is because then you can be organized on what you actually want to train on. This all kind of pertains back to one thing, right? So if I have my content and marketing and I know for this month I need to set up the rest of my content, okay? Then I'm going to come over here to my dashboard and put today's focus content, right? Like that's what I want you guys to be able to do. This way you're not guessing on what you need to do. Okay, let me go to the follow-ups tab. Oh, I haven't followed up with John in a few days. Let me go over here. I need to follow up with John, right? Oh, I didn't put John. Just what I'm trying to get to. Bookings in progress. Oh, you remember Sally? She was in the middle of booking. Let me contact her. Oh, what am I going to talk about this week? Okay, cool. Put that in here. Like, that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. That way you don't feel like you're a lost bird out there, okay? You can have a system easily for free on the Google Sheets that's going to illustrate exactly what you're supposed to do every day. This is way you get more stuff done without wasting all that extra time of what do I need to do today? All right, it's right here, right? That's what I want you guys to do. Okay, so number 6. And then number 7, business and admin. You can do logins, passwords. I already showed you guys a template for logins and passwords. I feel like it's easier to just have it in here. Supplier information, important operational links. If it lives in your head, it's a liability that you might forget it. Yes. So that's also the other part of it. Clearly, very simple. Business and admin. Boom. Category name, username, password, hints, link. I don't actually put my password in here. I put hints to it, link, and notes. Yes. Okay. Then the next one, number 8. Oh, well, I guess number 8's not really going to be there. We'll get to number 8. Well, it's not really a tab. That's why. Okay, fine. I'll show you number 8. Hold on. I don't know. Oh, what happened here? Am I sharing the right thing? Yep. Okay, cool. So number 8 for me is actually important, but I guess they just didn't feel important enough to make a tab. But I do my ideas. Okay, remember I told you I have a lot of ideas? Okay, there it is. That's what this is. This is my idea section. This is where I drop stuff, okay? And there's a sheet number 9. I liked this one. I put this in here for you guys in case you want to use it, but this is a content tracker. You like this? I like that content tracker. So if you want to use that, you can. You can replace it technically with this, but it doesn't matter, okay? But that is what I'm going to give you guys tonight, and we're almost done. But this is what I do. This is exactly how, okay? Now, you don't have to do Google Sheets. It doesn't matter what tool you use. If you're using Notion as a great free source or whatever CRM, it doesn't matter. What matters is the structure, which actually makes it work. If you don't have the correct structure or if you don't have the correct things that you're looking to do, it's not going to work, okay? So that's why I wanted to really just give you something, and I also wanted to teach you how to use it so that you understand the importance of each single tab, right? Now, with this, I don't expect you to build it all out at once. I never lead that way. I always tell you guys, take a few things that you have learned from my training, implement them on your own. So start simple, start using it daily. The next time you have a thought, put it in there. The next time you get a client, put it in there, right? Don't over customize it early. Just build on it as you go, okay? A simple system you use beats a perfect one that you don't, right? How many of us have like CRM systems that we bought or like invested in and we're just like, oh, this is great, and then we never use it? It's too complicated. That's why. So making as simple as possible, bland as possible, so that you can go in there and just use this specific system, all right? Now, the outcome of that, of course, is that the systems reduce that stress. Before they increase the income, it's going to take that stress away. When you have less stress, you have more freedom to do things that you want to do, which is going to increase your income, okay? I don't expect the digital command center to start getting you bookings. I don't expect it to automatically close bookings. That's not what I'm asking it to do. What it does is it gives you the opportunity to be organized. So when you get your next booking or your next inquiry, you know exactly what to do with it, right? Systems don't limit you. They give you that freedom. That's exactly what I want you to understand that you are capable of doing inside the travel industry, okay? Now, of course, I want you to have your own version of this, and I'm going to give it to you, okay? I always give gifts, yes? But we have an engagement deal here, and even if you're watching this on a replay, I still want you to comment it, okay? This helps drive the engagement, which gets me more views, which makes it easier for me to do these because, well, I get a little monetized from it. So I appreciate any of that support in there. So go ahead and comment Command Center for me, and I'm going to go and copy it and post it in the chat for you. Yes, give me 1 second. Share this tab. There we go. Copy the link, and I'm going to give it to you guys. All right. Here. 1 second. Comment it in the chat. All right. Yeah, you guys should have it. Yes. Now, I know that this training is a little fast and you have to kind of go and implement this on your own, but it doesn't have to be hard. It's very easy to set up, right? And I don't expect you to set it up all overnight, but you should be able to go in here and then put in your dashboard. Just start off simple. What's your focus for today? Start there. Then start building into this, and I promise you it will make your life so much easier. Yes? All right, so that is all I really have for you guys today. I'm not going to show you too much more because I don't want to overwhelm you. I want to remind you on Thursday, I'm going to be doing content that attracts bookers. I just want to remind you guys, though, before we hop off, to make sure you guys join me on Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST so we can talk about content that attracts bookers. And of course, if you guys have any questions about this, I'm going to hop over to my studio now so I can answer them. Make sure you guys like this video, share it with your teams, and comment if it helps, okay? It helps me, so if I'm helping you guys, let me know that I'm helping you. So make sure you guys like this video, share it with your teams, and comment that if it helped you, okay? And I'm going to head over to my studio now and answer any questions that you have there, so feel free to comment them in the chat box, and I will see them, and I will answer them for you. Other than that, I'll see you guys for now, and I'm going to head over to the studio now.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, you grow hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.